Holla! If you are in a relationship or you'd like to be, you have probably made the assumption I'm going to talk about in this video. In this video, I'm going to tell you the number one biggest assumption that people make that kills closeness in relationships and takes sometimes what could be small disagreements and turns them into full-blown conflicts and even breakups. I have seen this in private coaching. So I'm going to tell you what the assumption is. I'm going to tell you what the source is underneath that, and I'm going to give you a solution to try in your relationships. Let's dive in. So very commonly in private coaching and in the workshops that I teach, I see comments to this effect. Like, if he wanted to, he would, or if she wanted to, she would, or if they wanted to, they would. Here's the assumption that we're making. Now, before I reveal that, I need to remind you, our brains are wired to make assumptions, especially in relationship. We have incomplete information. We always have incomplete information. And the way that our brains try to make sense of that is through efficiencies. Assumptions are efficient. So we fill in the gaps in our information, in our knowledge, and our understanding with assumptions, and we assume that we've got the whole picture when very often we really don't. So here's the assumption. It's the assumption that if your partner is not meeting one of your needs or some of your needs, it is because they are withholding need fulfillment from you on purpose, or because they don't care about you. Now, I see this in private coaching, and very often what happens is one partner who has a need is very frustrated with their other partner because they're not getting their need or needs met. Now, in all sincerity, this person fully feels and believes truthfully that they have expressed their need, and that if it's not being met by this person, it's just because this person doesn't want to or doesn't care. However, in private coaching with me, very often what I discover is that this person, while they feel that they've been clear about what their need is, they haven't actually connected the dots for themselves yet of what the need is, why it feels so urgent, why it matters, how it's meaningful, and if it's tied to that same need or a very similar one having gone chronically unmet in their family of origin. And it's when I am not able to actually decode the need that they think they've clearly expressed to their partner that it begins to seem reasonable to them that perhaps there is something else going on other than the fact that their partner is intentionally or uncaringly withholding that need from them. So the assumption is, if somebody's not giving me what I need, they're doing it on purpose or they don't care. That's the assumption. The source of that conflict is very often this inadvertent automatic assumption that we make. We don't necessarily mean to make assumptions. It just happens because that's how our brains are wired. So here's the solution. If you're stuck and you're feeling like one or both of you isn't getting a need met, this is what I want you to think about. Resonate before you respond. Resonate, then respond. Resonating means you have to create a shared understanding. The person who has the need has to do the work to figure out why it's meaningful, why it feels urgent, and is this connected to family of origin stuff? And then this person can respond very often with what this person is asking for because they understand the why. Has this happened to you? I want to hear from you in the comments. Take care now, y'all.